Then Yamia said, the wire mine. If you week in last week, or the airby, or the aircoy, or the aquatinchi, or Sunday yaba, a banana say. Yen Chairman, Yen Fire, Tom, and MB 538. 538.
Open now the crystal fountain, whence the healing stream doth flow. Let the fire and cloudy pillar lead me on my journey through. Strong believer, be thou still my strength and shield. Be thou still my strength and shield.
Trading Ponyame. Nyamia uso na utumi butumi nyina so. Nyamia yamta ufri mrensanti na yempanhwe de biara da. Eye wo Onyankopon na wakra yemkwan ne yahoden so. Hwe enye wo Awurade a anka ye wo hene. Ohaw ne amania na osefo asiesie egu akwan mu. Nanka opeye wo opeye nseye. Nanso wo Awurade a wo humobro eni hwehwebia wudumu wahwe yenso wakra yenkwa so na wamaye akonya foforo eno ekyerese wo Awurade wo purpose be in my life nse na no pay bra ye hia wo anim yi ye de yaseda ne ayeye ebra wo meda no pay Awurade sane honhom na beje waseda da ye da wasipi se wahwe yenso na wamaye kwan na yaba wanim yemfom so yemra so nyina da wani madaja Awurade wonim yemu wonim yakoma yemu bo ite yesufre na ye bisade nyina maye ene health day program ye de nyina ehye Awurade wonsa yesho se beye kanifo titi wabawa wayi no any other panels are wayi omo so mo beba be presentation nyinara fa ojafa dum ka omano omo sorry no mo kasa ma sembiara ombeka na emfiri Awurade na enya nsama ebeboa ya setena mu honhom mo ene honam mu ene dai ma yentin kase ampa ya ba Awurade usu share na se enam sunti wa mai fa hodie ni ogye kan ho na ma onhura nya kese e wo yenso wo Yesu dai munti amen amen.
My dear friend, I hope everything is going happily with you and that you are as well physically as you are spiritually. Who is in you since you received him from God? You are not your own property. You are bought and paid for. That is why you should use your body for the glory of God. Whatever you eat, whatever you drink, whatever you do at all, do it for the glory of God. There is no need to worry, but if there is anything you need, pray for it. Asking God for it with prayer and thanksgiving. And that peace of God, which is so much greater than we can understand, will guide your hearts and your thoughts in Jesus Christ. Finally, brethren, fill your minds with everything that is true, everything that is noble, everything that is good and pure, everything that we love and honor, and everything that can be taught, virtuous or worthy of praise. Amen. Amen. Here 532.
Trust in Him, my Father's wise bestowment. I no cause for worry or for fear. He whose heart is kind beyond all measure, gives unto each day what need is best. Lovingly is past of pain and pleasure, mingling toil with peace and
Happy Sabbath.
Happy day.
Happy Sabbath.
Happy day.
Mayenga nyamias so ina nadoya wohoda.
Amen.
Sami it drew ye discussion panel and various screenings on cancer. Now, make breast cancer, and I say cancer, you know, so never kind of for the next 5 minutes. In terms of your we heard just a few facts. They say 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer by the time I'll be 85. It's quite a big number. Now, breast cancer, they get in man, in some man, it's me, but the man, a more than said. Now, almost by the year 2020, now 17,210 cases, and a bed that you will see. You can also have into quite a first one, even say, yes, never a bit together, as well. Early detection is, as the picture says, is the protection. The best protection is early detection. That's how we detect or we are all bare and someone for doctor. Now, the first one is breast self-examination and answer breast cancer screening mammogram. A bare mammogram first. If you are near a fire, wow, our first one, no for no precious years, never I want to chamar with one and 2 80 Usha, where I said, one was a baby woman, and that's a woman between the ages of 40 and 50, 74. Over breast cancer clinic, no, we try it, no more so from. And then I'll be, and I say, I'm going to say, in case you do on my name, or with me, I will drink it. Now, every 2 years in Australia, no, we are between 50 to 74 a free. And see, oh, here said, Dr. Betcher Ferrama, I always my friend, breast cancer clinic, will no book appointment, no, it's just 20 to 30 minutes appointment. Now, Shana would name how to go about it. I'll call Dr. Honan and a cow between side age group now, and they come, or be find a clinic, will book appointment, a free intimate say, Mammy, and Mamma, who fall between these age groups. Mobile corner and screening because as you age, no, risk of breast cancer also increases. After you drew a coin, I ever fast food. Oh, yes, me, ma'am, you ever share not from see. The first step, I say, one is a woman saying I'm not from it yet. We are not for a different. But would not show myself to say. Yes, no from Barker's chamber, Nina and Yep. Which now show myself almost have enough from Sunday, Abbey. And today be out now, show myself show for. And there be more. I said, fair crowds, you don't usually look at it, but you have to. Because I won't need the normal appearance. I won't touch a man who will not compare what the normal appearance should be. Now, so we shall see it. A soul massage. Now, feel what's me or who diarrhea. Would you consider one? Baby, I'm not seeing but almost the best position is saying, cover down because so that are not for no air flats. So, what has happened to me will send me a swash and say, lumps and answer bumps behind the enemy. It's not a make up, so 1 year bigger. Master don't sacrifice and answer lump of them. Who said, I don't know what did that man say after Abba. It's the Diablo, who said, oh, we're not for it. I have no a pajaka casanity yet. It says, regular Mr. Mania, man, money for Timina. Yeah, or baby, or them have phonophobia. You should be able to know the normal feel of your breast. And she said, I can't pass me pajamas, I say now. And so, what's mean, they're feeling honey in every palm to me now. They move on. Oh, ma'am. Pajamas, Sana. So, what's mean, feeling around it now. No, for nothing now. So, it's me, was a boy, I say, now, as a can say, a man, Yawarino, and men also have a part to play. Because I'm a supervisor where to me when your breast cancer, you couldn't no catch it. Or I know you, no for answer. Me, and feel the same. It's yet to one on a court doctor, and I'm calling GP now when you're tumor. It's no master say, this is not Irene Qua said, Emma won't swear that. Would you? It's a soul to me show in the Senate motion. The Bapa can see chamber quite so to me at a catcher so. Or not for no changes are crabby. And as I like I shine and you say, I'm not sick, China is sick, and it's right. Mema, Mumma, you're not saying I shall not be in Sweden. Don't quit. But on next slide. Now, may shop picture, yeah, a lemon. You send your lemon, not sending fresh, and putting smooth and shiny. Baby, I won't spend torture. It's one of no ways I mean, I will say any of near what lemon, no one, no other from one, so and snap to one or one doctor. We are sure a first one I said, one hour of China, but I can also home and also be this declaration, discharge, apart from self breast milk, discharge be a bit free more, but the boy not saying something, getting as a picture no way night me home. And the son of being kind, so we need standing on from a tear from the start. That's a change is way number. I'll be 2 1 number. The strum, a idea when you are present and they come out for power. It's yet to be shot so here. That's a bag. A doctor funds who have a moon dear as to the best treatment I hear. Say they are a bit me living on Damas and I mean shrum. Amen.
Happy Sabbath.
Happy day.
Happy Sabbath.
Happy day.
And the health department, a wonderful opportunity to talk to us about our health. Now we are talking about various screenings. And so I'll talk about, I was supposed to talk about prostate and testicular cancers, but I'm dwelling more on the prostate. Now, you have prostate, nipa bebree wa yate prostate bi ka kan prostrate yate prostate enka na adam pesa me kan say prostate aye nipa bia kwa bia e wo mema nkoamu enu ntino yare a me beka ho asem ye kan ma eni mema de mostly e ma me ka breast cancer ba mema so timinya ba me sha me ka bi afa we e mema nkuto enenya na prostate aye nipadua kwa ewo odunso twa no ase o bladder no ase na prostate ne ewo na ne kase aye so walnut minim ye ni walnut the way sit here the kase ensu bia sa mudro nso ensu bia sa na sa nipadua kwa we dumadi a edie ni se bema ehusuo a efiri ne ho no ede ensuo eka bema ho nsuo ho se de be ya ebetimi afom eba see if you say ça and unti bema hu nsuo no saa nipadua kwa we nsu di nsuo ka hu se de be ya hu nsuo ne beba no na saa nipadua kwa we nsuo no e ka hu na boa ema eba etimi ebam na de etempa ne say saa nipadua kwa we e produce bi a friend no e homo na saa homo we ne de hwe e detect saa nipadua kwa aye kese ehu atechima sesebe kukrama bedem ana kukrama medem na no enene ye beka ehu asem enu ntino prostate no manfa me point ama but prostate ne hwe nipadua kwa na utwa no oduso twa no ena wa ha no prostate no ene kitwa na emu yensa e wo ha ni yes thank you entiano ene ye ka ho asem ena anope enu nti enyema miensa party through na ha prostate mpempi no sa prostate bra nipa ni nyini no enu nsi nyini na ye kese enu nti ubomu papa pani bi ana owura bi ani fie ko animu yes ni prostate aye kese enu no enye kokram enu pa na ta etu ana etasi e o memem na dia to so eye se kokram ebe ba be to prostate me ye prostate cancer in about 20%, 18 to 20% of the time. And the do so more say infections and super prostate. And about here can about the 18 to 20% of prostate cancer and here can more acid. Now je much say Yaria a Yakokrama will see a word and a back a member. The number one cause Kokram abeda in prostate and I remember a prostate. Into Australia ha e wo wiase afana na prostate cancer and the time ha member na prostate cancer ekum e member pa eyi Na brand nipa wo fie ekọ animu no so to anamọ na okoye hwehwemu say o prostate no na hoɔden ate say cancer anase kokram abeda sa prostate mu ana na otu ɛho anamɔ na nidi sam ne sɛ ye yakwanefo ye tie ye fa tie sɛ mpɛpii no ɛyɛ bibifo ye tai enya prostate ana ye prostate tai kɛse one because ye ntɛm tu yakomudi ho anamɔ ɛnu nti no ɛnɛ bra ye te sansɛm we twase etu ho anamɔ mpɛpii no bra wodu mfinsia donum after 50 years no every now and then almost every 2 years would we go check we show prostate no na ho ade say the esi and you know you say more than 10% of men will have been diagnosed of prostate cancer in their lifetime and to so you member edu bia mu ba akọ die obenya sa yare ye na say yare a eye common e bra on fie kwa ni mu after 50 years no say yetimi etu ho anamon. Now, there's something fascinating I want to discuss here. I want to talk to us here. The kind of breast cancer master. You see, mpɛpii no, ɛba ɛmaa mu. Mpɛpii no, ɛmaa ɛtɛnya breast cancer. But there is something fascinating I want you guys to read. I say, a 30-year-old man has a 30% chance of getting prostate cancer than a 30-year-old woman getting breast cancer in their lifetime. Say you Bema wedding Fisia Biasa, near your bar wedding Fisia Biasa. Oh Bema no, you have a higher chance of getting prostate cancer than Obana so being breast cancer. Not to say invariably no, prostate cancer is very common amongst us. But the sad thing is we are not taking the necessary steps to get investigation. Yen two anamompa said the bay in baby no, nipa beko sabia, na adidi kwa etire na yentime nya mo hwe na kyese ese yare no adini ko ekrechi me ne wo etwase etu ho anamo and now the yesuas is na misrael etwase ma israel do afoforo so se me te prostate cancer na me mo wura bia ni fie kwa animu a I can give advice to him. I can counsel him to go and see his GP. What you say me wa amen. And the year can say early cancer in baby, so being a cancer or say, obina so cancer. Around some cancer be brain early symptoms and a young and tiny specific papa. Sana prostate cancer and so etie edubia obi enya symptom bia ebia odwonso a na dwonso ho aye ya kakra. Obi a wadwonso a wagye so chim ansa no wadwonso rarely you go so bi no wadwonso moja ene you so bi adwonso moja yetu ho anamo but so wadwonso no ochim ansa na wadwonso aba ebekọ so wadwonso na sa wadwonso mo ye ne ya o yetu ho anamo edurubra bi a aye yare kese ena eye no ho esa na de kan say early see detect cancer earlier. Most cancers are now cram. A 20 per year, and if you talk prostate, we see detecting it earlier. When is detected earlier? Baby, Nipano, and Yayarsan, baby, Nipano, it me, Emma, the cancer of the copra. But I was say, Danada, you 2 months a month. Danada, I better hospital, now it's too late. Not an insect, and a brave. And in the sentence way, and I never wait and depend on feeling, I'll wait me a hospital. I say a prostate cancer. Depano on your son tension. And I don't know so bad because you say I don't so bad 5, or don't so 4, or don't so 3. The son you so assistant, what Chimasa, I don't so. Moja, I want to do so. I think. What yao, I want to do so. The second one, the rich shama, what yao, ne Michelle, ne Nairi, a bassa, where so you could run among Echo Hospital, Echo Yen. A new doctor, Oko Hospital, doctor, a baby you move, obey written in Sabbath, what in Sabbath show. No action, or prostate, But the Sabbath show so Sabbath, I share a prostate to Sayaka. I pay you are in the moon, no one Charles, oh, prostate cancer, and answer only prostate cancer. When I mean why, no man just said, oh, nothing. Near was a bright yen, you bright yen, no. They are at risk of getting prostate cancer. And you know, it can say, brown, you two animal, a boy, you prostate, you can avoid. And I might just show nothing. Amen.
Amen. Oh, hallelujah.
Amen.
Maybe the Amideba no cervical cancer. A cancer, a can't, your cervix, no, any bema. Now, a year I would dear no, but second one, no, page no, a child reproductive system, no, your uterus no middle, no, na cervix, no, and no, and see any opening to the uterus. And as a free one, I said, even you say a war, a honor cranny, a papier, and say a whole cookrum, the come once and says here. Now, Australia, Hano, Aphibia, I out in Shembe said, Mabel 700, and they are affected with cervical cancer every year. Now, most 2018, you cried here 930 cases, and no more expected. Let's say a cancer beer. A cancer beer on the rise, but I say, you need any home. Yajuni crown course, that there may be a shake or bed. One can say, me a self examination beer, no one can say beer. It be a lump beer, but that must be beer, then a woho, cause a share. Inside, cry, risk factors. Risk factors near, why am I not betting me cervical cancer? Or beer. Or having early sex. Only 17 years, now I started having sex. We are at risk of getting cervical cancer. And I will be on multiple sexual partners. Oh, me sound your more having sex. And also we are at risk of getting it. And now you are virus causing. You are a cancer with a virus and cause a virus human papilloma virus and they cause cancer with. And are smoking. Well, time no cigarettes, we are at risk of getting it. And lack of regular cervical cancer screening tests. Only mutin of the brain, but I say, who knows a time beyond where they occur screening, 2 years screening now, we are at risk of getting it. And now age from ages of 18 to 74. And I say, be early, say the same started, we are starting. Having sex in term or age in maternity or say a now. And I provided so a female dear who bet me any cervical cancer. Signs and symptoms, then a mabel who say when you saw cancer, or say in pen pin or saw cancer with who she open one said, I develop it, I can say, and see. At twice on I said, twice on I know. Obest had said, moja, and so baby vaginally. A be also aside your menses, no, when your menses never no. Now, moja for Friday, eba. A be so having sex after sex, no, or bleedy. A be so feeling so much pain during sex and after sex. And now, after so you also on your vaginal discharge. And you're white, and you're no more white, no. And then I am a sense, no wedding can cry. It's you who send them away, and I know we say then. Unya cervical cancer. Maybe I share that to us. Next one. Screening. Then the more who say when you're cancer, also we are screening. We are there. Who say actually kind of. Be a lamp be that one I say be a say and also yes screening. If we be pap testing, and I said pap smear testing no. And no who the Australia hano where the 18 years on kwa it was 74 years. Or set time the ultimate cop no kweden. Okoya sa test no. Okoya nya tester HP. Wa koye na we hu say o cervix no bibia ye kama o hwan. It's your one screening now every 2 years. And it's already 18 to 74. No. every 2 years we na afia the next 2 years or so sakoye and but see as Australia for study test for mo friend no cervical screening test and no oh yeah after 5 years and sana wasai and to mum is say no shorten no times I would call hospital no and no involve the ages of 25 to 74 and see from first one na 18 no but see normally about 25 and no so yeah 5 years and sana wait to me aside you I say the test is free test in the free and just free but okwa GP no be ya ma ono so on the consultation fee or beji and no na e wo but say test na nkasa no bibia de free. Who can give me a cervical screening test? Our doctor ebetimi ayama o ye wo sexual health clinics and so almost so e betimi ayama and our family planning clinics and so ho nyina betimi aye. Afen so cervical cancer no the prevention I say hepatitis no utimi your vaccines be utimi ede eti ewo unya sa yare ni bi friend of HPV vaccine ewo hospitals local GP ni ho after screening no na sa woni bia on be ma start vaccine because prevention is better than cure but so read cervical cancer we ni ma o say ekun ni pa bebre wo Australia ha pa aha ne yewo enti na make ha ekun ni pa bebre wo ha sa na ekun crofon so Ghana so bi o chrome Ghana na so pese ono so you betimi aka share no oko other hospitals cover not say medilab na dia no be ya ma no na wo hu say ebi ehye no ntine o say ma ye ni ku amen.
Yes, I'm saying. Amen. Yeah, that we now sick for the Miami so far, and then a health day, and we wanted to be sure that one thing we thought was important was screening. You remember, a lot of times they're talking about prevention. Your way. Now we are when you're way, but we haven't talked about screening because so one check here. So ready to. We thought we'll focus. This day, we'll focus on talking about the various screening. Enti meda menu wants to say on what me church I didn't in detail. Enti from Abana, if you haven't been screened, start right now because it's in a stable life. I wanted to focus on colorectal cancer. If you say area, to say various cancers, ne can't want them no. It could be North America, I'm free by, I know a few people, even my own aunt, that died from colon cancer. She was a vegetarian, but she died from colon cancer. And I thought that we'll focus on it. This is a presentation that I've done different churches before. I wanted to share it here as well. And colorectal cancer, just a few facts that I wanted to share about colorectal cancer. Alright, it's the second most common cancer in Australia. So cancer is and the second most common. I think so about 50,000 of Australians are diagnosed yearly. 1 in 13 Australians would develop it in a lifetime. Okay? About 4,000 will die every year from the colon cancer. So we had a little bit of research trying to see Ghana crying to say because things will be more applicable to Yang than what the statistics for Australia today. Now, I just said, Kolibu, this was a research on Kolibu, just said, it is the third most common cancer, Accra, specifically, that's what they stated. And I think, so incidence of it in Ghana, I can tell you that a lot of places, these research under Ghana, we go on or TFA, when you're colon cancer, where we will be in him, and now local clinic, we need the means and resources to test. To see say Yarene to send. I'm sure say a dose in Ghana. Now Oshama Yarene was very common in the West. I kind of approached the memo. Now a bit moody now one saying who say Yarene say but they say it's becoming more common. I didn't hear because your lifestyle any DDA they say it's boy a brown or some more of what the West. They say no. So Ghana KFC will be they say. Right? Cafes no very akokwa just if you akokwa when you na only say no KFC any processed meats, a hot dog. I didn't know it's a hot dog cry. It's so common. Sausages, Ghana for they say they really like it. Yare bebreo. I must say yare is becoming common. Now you can colon cancer crab. So just an anatomy here. Nipa nesro na ho na ne form. So what did ya e begu baby after stomach no. Na rare small intestine no musa na akwakofa large intestine. I a friend of colon and answer your large bowel. Ne komo a ho na aduane ne basa na abefa wo rectum reservoir for stool te fini begu. Na afi de wako toilet na afa wo to na epie. Ye can colon cancer pacho. Ye colon cancer we're referring to large bowel. Refer to. You can get cancer or small intestine, but common one, a large intestine. Involves the colon, the large bowel, and your rectum. Sometimes you can also get anal cancer. HPV, human papilloma virus. It will say but penile HPV cancer. Other cancers say free screening is good. Next one. So it starts from it starts in the inside of the intestine, large intestines. Estatia any cancer. Estatia is a baby FFI or colon inside. Just say yana worry yamwadie no. Ofa intestine inside no. BBS FFI or one to say embre FFI will see hono. The one chance now over a period of time of about 10 plus years it can change into become more cancerous, or sometimes even a shorter time. It can become cancerous over a period of time. Entina ehia say your boy ehokoko na ye kan ho asem say ya ye betu one amount say ya if you catch it at an early stage over 90% of the time it's curable, but one catching it earlier be na too late now wako down atwen yakopon pachayen twaso. So polyp na make ho asem no, this is it. So colon o pay mo polyp na fifi the same real obi won so attack to formal status for honom, but we screen we can remove it. Say and develop and cause cancer. Next please. This is another person I have in colon and what's the polyp in ibichia way while remove it becomes cancerous over the time. Next. Where you will be hereditary type of polyp. Once a polyp no be brain and what you more sano. These people are at a very, very high risk for cancer. What to one winima? Obi ana mami bi obi yare o Ghana we free mo obi nimi yare ye no bi kra na ye then bowel cancer and colon cancer. Obi anya nhwehwe mu. Ti bi kra na our genetic factor now it predisposes you to having this. Cancer no it can either be localized, just a polyp ne bedane cancer. It can either be localized, colon no more, and I say a metastasized, just a best spread it. Okay, and spreading so it starts from lymph node the bajwa surrounding colon no. And the hormone first if you hormone could be our liver, it can even go to your brain, your lungs, your bones, and other parts, and you start to get symptoms from that area. There are 4 stages of colon cancer. Also, born when you cancer is when you cancer by the water. Maybe also when you cancer is when you cancer is and now when you cancer, do a child the home way. There are 4 stages. A shasia for stage 1, a category. It's your son on tema. Colon creates me a area any free hornoma and to us on poetry. So we'll call the next one and then the wall colon no wall no musano. A bed direction na fed stage 4 no a travel na my day a drew a lymph node that's right call liver. Right? Next one. This is another depiction of it. Over stage 4 now. Error in chest at different organs. I do side stage in India na kawuni unyame. A doctor's way do baby no but while the over film might be crying the end no unyam kwana kran it's a araho. Where you be on test, you're checking the colon, more cancer. We know a chassis to set polyp, Ketwana Mediterranean more earlier, no sink a woman in Taman can say, but unfortunately, they be drew no. So now when you're colon cancer, dear Ben Albe Musana, then a babo coco say, hey, be an asadi, be say, but Mamen Kwanam into one more. But yes, that's your abdominal pain. We have no, it's me away. Often you can get distension or hormone will be a cabia way if no hormone kama. Now, I figure start to say, Muye do, what did the society? You haven't changed too much about physical activity level, and so what's that time or you're getting bloated. What's happening is sometimes when you a spread lymph node it causes swelling, nausea, now we are basa. Often so did dear. Kakrabia, Kafes would me di ma say, yes, where did he? But they said, who did he? Who did you Kakrabia? Who said, I don't know, woman, so you're a pregnant woman. Pregnant people, they can't pregnant people did, but who did it so they feel like they feel bloated, okay? And also, you have enlarged lymph nodes. I wanted to stress this. Said Julie can or say or Casan or sister get to know your body. And this is something I want you, if you don't take anything from here, this is something I want you to remember. Get to know your body. And oftentimes we explore ourselves quite a bit, but men will be brain and what's going on with your body. Yeah, testicular cancer. You have to be feeling your testicles every now and then. Say, BBC woman who say, yeah, hey, by joy, and I say my sure, right? It doesn't feel right. So you have to get to know your body. So when we talk about lymph nodes, you're ready to be it's me pure lymph nodes. Lymph nodes ye bajwa. Meaning some kasi organ and or cry on, maybe cry a few times because I like to play. A bajwa esha or hine. What do you call it? This part, or groin. It's me special groin area. Normal. If it's special motum, if you say your immune system, I say a con ya cry about the same thing with the lymph node. And see, next slide. Obey when your lymph node, your friend is supraclavicular. Supra mean above, clavicle your collarbone. So supraclavicular lymph node. Say this you don't see lymph nodes but I can tell you say it's cancer unless so confirm saying cancer. To get to know your body, say you need to go because that's one sign of cancer. People don't get enlarged lymph nodes when you're cold but just above or collarbone you shouldn't be getting lymph nodes there. Next, I think so you can again. Most people not say young time get checked up by the time you be not 20%, 1 in 5 people or more than I are spread that idea. Sometimes you can have blood in your stool and I say dark, black. Because cancer and your home may bleed into one year tumor and sometimes it releases some blood into a toilet. Pure problem for when you. But why you won't test that you may not know. Blood or toilet don't panic. And yes, I say you may cancer now you show. A lot of different things fits me ammonia moja or toileting. But they may pass make sure and say one to one or more. I feel so honoma. Obi anka toilet there be alcohol toilet a back come to sausage. You know how that's how the consistency of good toilet I would say it is so constipated. Constipation because what's happening is so there are toxins in the right? And your toxins just are there and it's the toxins will not say we are constipated it's not calling more than a check. And my toxins need any effect will calling no. It is a one time toilet the longer it's exposed, you're having problems there, right? I think so you'll be out there, be alcohol toilet, probably why you're constipated. It won't be crowded. It could be say be a baby shower and then blockade teeth, and I ain't me messing. And so when you're society will store habits and I say diarrhea be diarrhea is not so much about constipation. If you're getting constipated, not yet where did you keep an eye on that. Unintentional weight loss. when you want to say, oh, Quajim, and now, oh, 2 be a super set, lose weight, not or swat it. What's happening is the cancer cells, they're very greedy, meaning that they suck things from you. Or multiply in 10 times, so when you nutrients, no, 2 did ya, that you know, so when the mona supply other parts of the body, now, or wumba, so not fed now cancer cell, no, take all the nutrients, now, now, lose weight, until we lose weight unintentionally, get checked. Increasing fatigue, oh, no bread for no reason. Yes, when you need to know, like there's as you get older, you do get a bit weaker. But you shouldn't prepare and you get really weak. Bet me about say you're anemic and now you have something going on. Next, please. I face one at risk for this cancer. Majority, it be it from you inherit it from your family, like you have a higher chance of getting it. Then so don't start to brow there was last time I was screening, I told somebody say based on the numbers, or diabetes. Or can't say, oh, media David, my bussy will be any that. And to say, or if we didn't right? And see, most of this stuff is sporadic, even though it's not in your family. The older you are, the higher chance of being a young person that went to me back. The risk factors and the risk are higher. You are at a higher risk, just like a lot of diseases and certain ethnic groups like African Americans at 224, we have a higher risk of having bowel cancer. Again, we've talked about this before. Your diet in high in red meat and processed meat. Goat meat, then what else? Oh, ham? What's that ham day? Lamb also. Those are all considered red meat. Udi more no, you're putting yourself at increased risk because there's some compounds in the red meat. It calls it a carcinogenic, meaning that it has a tendency to cells to know body multi cancer. Maybe I a bustle. When you say a hat will be a but so pet. This is what you need to do, right? You can't see when you put or syrup. As you sometimes you'll say that your history, it's our responsibility. What did you know? There's not a lot of fiber. You can have good food. It's good, good nutrition food for you. Right? You can say. You won't be around my cassie and when I do more. I take it defense, no bad. But being now, again, low in fiber and high in fat. Sedentary lifestyle. What to ornament? Ghana crying, you're not to be brave. Kromha, Ufi, what's now car? From your car, you get to work. From work, you hop back into your car. We check in your car, something you're seated the whole time. You're not moving around, right? And it puts you at increased risk for this cancer, and that means obesity. We don't have that issue so much within this church, but study screening a few weeks ago. You checking your BMI, or BMI. You got some advice to one among. I feel so cigarette smoking and alcohol use. As the form of the Ghanaian time because you say, oh yeah, no one say no cigarette. But some people struggle with that, so keep that in mind. Family history, and then again, diabetics, also puts you at increased risk. And how to reduce your risk? Just don't do that. So increase fruits and vegetables in your diet. Limit eating meat. So red meat maybe once or twice a week. What's that? Puts you at increased risk. You really have some time for questions and answers. But smoking near that smoking meat near that, it releases some substance. It changes meat, and creating compounds really bad for you. I know. And then, I always say is, people want soda. What do you guys call it? Soft drinks, pop. Unum papa, I get rid of it. It's like poison in a cup, right? If you drink soda, pop, soft drink, don't drink those things. Just sugary water. Then puts you at increased risks. And in processed meats, I want to stress that. Hot dogs, any sausages. You go Australia for more pepper, I realize, right? You don't want to eat that stuff. It's the worst thing you can ever put in your body. Hamburger, no better hamburger, crana. Make sure that it has a better quality of meat and don't eat it as often. One thing I want to stress, check your stool. I got a lot of my patients, but Busan said, oh, did you notice blood in your stool? Oh, I don't look. What? You're 50, you don't look at your stool? Why the who is the toilet in the room if you're not checking, right? Make it a habit. As soon as you get off the toilet bowl, turn around, have a look. And see, the toilet, also, it's not normal, right? It was that toilet in a bar, free or toba, very nice and smooth, like a sausage. Say, a lot of my pediatric patients and I'm crying, oh, but now cut toilets on what cut it or like, and I'm saying, what's what I know? I got toilets, Ruby and Yaji. And the Sabbath also because what's happening is the tumor bisha hornoma. Toilet nearby, a piano, not the air flat. And if you're having flat stools, don't just sit around, especially if you're cool and kakra. And you always make it a habit to check your stool. So who was stool nay blacker? And no such as a blood. I free higher up ever. And lastly, one thing I want to stress on, and it's and a two sad that you see a routine screening. Routine screening. Next, please. So available screening. Australia had it SSR from North America, so I'm going to try to focus on what is here in Australia. Stool-based test is what is mostly done here. In US, we use stool-based test. If you're 50 to about 74 or so, you can have free stool screening every 2 years. I think so maybe when you hit 50, now order a toilet within I think a week or two you have to return it. Normally the results but microscopically into the collab normal test you say okay yeah moja the next step is colonoscopy, which is the ideal test for screening. It's when you're 50 or you're hitting there, you're getting there. Make sure that you're ready. Sometimes you may not even get a test, but unima call Dr. Waka say, hey, now that I'm 50 and 5 a test and remedy. Get me on top of it so I can get this screening done. Very important. So when you're in the keep an eye on your stool. Young people, because sometimes they lift weights, heavy lifting, they can get hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids to me cause bleeding. When you are hemorrhoid, cause bleeding. Don't get alarmed, but get your doctor to check for you. The other tests you can also do, but the one I wanted to stress on here, optical colonoscopy. Next. What happens in the so-called, your doctor will put you to sleep. They will take a camera, stick it in your butt. And what they are correct, calling now your parent earlier, and over when you know, as a polyp nibuma, as a polypoma, about a third, we need Pami and Samia, Bakubia of adults, Bakubia or polyp. And to say, wow, get to colonoscopy now, USFA, this is what we use for screening. It's not just the blood, fecal or cord blood, but rather your colonoscopy when you're 50, and say every 10 years you get a colonoscopy. Next, just a short clip, of what this is.
A colonoscopy is a test used to look inside your colon and rectum for early signs of cancer. The doctor gently passes the colonoscope through the anus into the rectum and then the colon. The colonoscope is a long, thin, flexible tube that has a tiny video camera and a light at the end of it. Using the colonoscope, the doctor looks for anything abnormal, such as inflamed tissue, ulcers, bleeding, and growths called polyps. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes to examine the entire colon. After your colonoscopy, you will be taken to the recovery room.
All right, next. So that's basically the colonoscopy. Don't be alarmed. There are a lot of young people on my colonoscopy because they keep getting blood in their stool. So a family history of cancer, you're in Trento, so 50 and they do your colonoscopy earlier on. And if somebody's had any of these things, so you can also keep an eye on it. Where a normal colonoscopy, we're inside of the colon and it's nice and smooth. And then the next one, there are like different types of polyp. And the last one, a third C, when you're cancer, none of them were rich because they weren't getting the routine screening. And next, lastly, take-home points for today. Cancer is preventable and treatable if detected early. I can't stress this enough. Thankfully, we have this ongoing routine health message I am talking about why you be detecting, you be preventing. So let's take it seriously. Eat well, exercise, lose some weight, always check your stool, and lastly but not least, get screened.
Sawa memoa menim requesio Sawa sani ya di miracle so in kwati abutai